Hello everyone, this is Al RedSoxFan coming to you from Al RedSoxFan YouTube channel. We're going to take our first look at Glory Days College Football, brought to you by Anthony Crooks, the creator of Glory Days Boxing. It can be purchased at sidelinestrategies.com, PDF version, hard copy to come in the very near future. I've played a little bit. Did a little beta testing with it. Very fun game. I like to play play-by-play mode. I don't know if we'll get through a whole game as I've started late. To the left of the screen, you will see the play-by-play helper. We're going to try to keep some stats as we go. First time I'll do that. When I normally play, I just play it out. Don't keep the stats, just the score. Again, this is brought to you by the creator of Glory Days Boxing, Anthony Crooks. We take our first look on the channel playing play-by-play mode. 1966 Notre Dame 9-0-1 against 1966 Michigan State 9-0-1. The rematch. This was the game that they tied. I believe it was 10-10 in 1966. Hello, Arnold Hunter. How you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. And I'm trying to figure out the setup, how I want to do this. This is what I want right now. We'll check it out after. And Anthony has many tutorials on his channel, so check those out, as he's the creator and much better at explaining his beloved games, and I love his games immensely. Can't wait for him to come out with wrestling. So the red and white die will be your, when it's play mode, trench warfare or trench control, and it goes from 11 to 66, reading the red die first, the white die next. The black die will determine offensive play call. The white die will determine the result. The blue, and these are 0 through 9, so they're 10-sided dies. 2d6s, two different colors. Red and white is recommended. Black and white recommended for the 2d9s, but again, as long as they're different colors. And then your d20 will determine the ball carrier, or the person receiving the catch. We're not going to keep any type of defensive stats. They're not even on here, but you can. It's a very easy. You just have to go to a say college football reference, and then you could break out. But this is and you can also probably just call your plays, and I'll do that one time, not now, but at another portion. Again, I do not know if we'll get through a full game, but let's play some. I really did enjoy playing this game. I'll do the best I can. I will make mistakes. Again, Anthony has wonderful tutorials on his channel. The creator of this game, Bleacher Bums Gaming, is his YouTube channel. I'd like to say hello to SteelerFan1933, our good friend Matt. So, the thing you have to do, Notre Dame, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm not lifting the cards up. Notre Dame next to your run. Actually, I will lift the card up. I don't know. Okay. See if we can get this in focus. Spend all this money on the camera, it needs a focus. So you see they run 67% of the time. That 10 in the brackets means how many offensive plays they have per drives, per game. So does Michigan also have 10. You would divide that, add it together, divide by 2. You really don't have to. It's 10. They get 10 drives in the game. The way I'm doing it, I'm not necessarily correct, but this is the way I'm going to do it. Notre Dame won the toss. They're going to get 3 drives and the ball in the first quarter. Michigan State will get 2. Then we'll just alternate. Notre Dame 2 in the second. Michigan State 3. Then Michigan State gets the kickoff in the second half. So the third quarter, they get 3 and 2 for Notre Dame. And in the fourth quarter, Notre Dame 3. Michigan State 2. Mark Ferguson's here. Bernard Strom, how you doing? Again, I don't know if we'll get through a full game. I did start late. We have life gets in the way, which is fine. Life is cool. So we're going to do the kickoff. There's a kickoff rating. Michigan State will be kicking off. Michigan State's kickoff rating is a C. Notre Dame's kickoff return is a C. You will find the kickoff on the gameplay chart. So this is the field, and this is the kickoff charts here. Penalties are here. Interception returns, fumble returns, block kick returns here. I have the Glory Days chart over here. You can't see the full thing, and we're only doing play-by-play mode, so it's a small portion of it. And then the event chart over here. And Anthony's also come out with a cool play-by-play sequence helper. So that's pretty cool. The rules are pretty easy. Not the rules, but the how to play the game. 15-page instruction manual. Again, I like play-by-play mode. That's the way I like to play it. Here we'll go. So we're going to have the kickoff. Dave Gardner, hope you're feeling better, buddy. So now, on the kickoff, we know that you roll. The black die is the kickoff. The white die is the return. Kicking off, Michigan State, they're a C. And the kickoff return here, Notre Dame's a C. You will roll the red and white die. If it's doubles, it's a penalty, and you'll check. And then the 6 is if it's in the penalty range. But I'm going to roll them one at a time, okay? So here's the kickoff by Michigan State. And I believe back in 66, where did they kick off from? I should have looked that up. I don't know where we're going to say they kick off from the 40. I don't remember, but that's what we're going to say. Probably the 35. Touchback goal line. Actually, you don't even have to worry about that because it tells you right here where it goes. Okay. I couldn't remember that. So we'll just put that here for a second. All right, so that's a 3 on a C. So it's going to go 0, 1, 2, 3. It's a touchback, so a good sound kickoff. Wind must be carrying from Michigan State. Notre Dame will get it 1st and 10 at their 20. Oh, this is over here. So 1st and 10 at their 20. Notre Dame has their first drive. Now we're going to roll the red and white die. I'm glad you're feeling better. You monitor that, David. Monitor that. Don't take that lightly, my friend. The red and white die. This is for trench control. So, but before, I like to do it in a different order. I want to see what the play is going to be. Then I'm going to roll for trench control. Well, actually, I'm going to roll play, player, and then result, or trench control, something like that. So that's the way I'm going to do it. We'll roll the black and white first. Usually you roll trench control first, but I want to do it this way. So Notre Dame and Michigan, they're big running teams. Notre Dame runs 67% of the time, Michigan 77% of the time. Notre Dame 1st and 10 at the 20. That is a 2. So on first down, 0 through 7 is a run. Notre Dame and Michigan State, Notre Dame's run offense is a 9. Michigan State's run defense is a 9, so it's even Stevens. Now we're going to roll for trench control, and we roll on the neutral. It's a 0. So we're going to roll all runs for both teams on the neutral. 65, the higher the number favors the defense. So 65, Michigan State does a good job against the run. It's going to be a defense plus 2. Now that's a 9. Who's the ball carrier? 16. Ball carrier for Notre Dame on a 16 is the quarterback will keep it, Terry Hanratty. So it's a run on a plus 2 defense, and it's a 9. He is stuffed. So Michigan State stuffs him. There's a rating. We go to the Michigan State defense card here. Down here. Stuff. And I'm going to roll the white die again. Hanratty looks like he's probably going to lose some yards here. So that's a 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2-yard loss. Terry Hanratty keeps it for himself. And now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Not a good start for the Fighting Irish. I think I did that correctly. So it's 2nd and 12. We roll the black and white die. That's a 2. And again, now we go over here to the Notre Dame offense chart. 2nd down, Notre Dame runs the ball 0 through 4. Passes 5 through 7. Short, long pass 8 through 9. Well, it's a 2. So it's going to be a run on, they're going to keep it on the ground. 18. I think that's going to be Hanratty again. No, 18 is going to be O'Brien. Oh, wow. Hanratty actually has a -2 also on the stuff. So that's actually 2nd and 5. I forgot to do that. So that's 2nd and 14. Because he had an adjustment of -2. This time it's going to go, they're going to give the ball to O'Brien. He has a -1 yard adjustment. Notre Dame looking for a low roll here. 34 on the even, on the 0. 34 is going to be even, 31 through 46. The result is an 8. So you go to the run, even on an 8. 6 yards, but -1. 5 yards for O'Brien. So 5 yards for O'Brien will take it to the 21. One, two, three, 4, 5. So it's going to be 3rd and 9. Notre Dame's first drive of the game could be coming to an end quite soon. 3rd down. We haven't rolled doubles yet. Let's see what Notre Dame's going to do here on 3rd and 9. D. Scott Howard, how you doing, my friend? 3rd and 9. That is a 9. So on 3rd down and 6 plus, that's a 9. Notre Dame, Hanratty's going to throw the ball up deep. You can see the yellow column goes down 1, and they're a horrible passing team. Notre Dame's pass offense is a, well, not horrible, but it's a 6. Michigan State's pass defense is an 8. So that's -2 plus the yellow column. That's going to be a -3. So it's going to be a -3. Hanratty throwing the ball long. Let's see what he's going to do. So you go to the long pass, -3. Notre Dame gets lucky here with a 34. Well, that might be horrific. -3. Yeah, that's going actually neutral. So it's going to be neutral on the -3. Long pass. Long pass neutral. Hanratty 5. Looking for Seymour. That's their best receiver. He has a +3 yak. And it is a 1. It's incomplete. So Hanratty, under a little bit of duress, throws a poor pass downfield, well covered by Michigan State. 4th down, as I should have done that. 4th down and 9. That's going to end Notre Dame's first drive of the first quarter, as they will punt. So Notre Dame will punt. Notre Dame's punt rating, and that's on the bottom of the team card. Special teams. They're a B, punt. Michigan State punt return is a B. So Notre Dame, and the punt is right here. Punt return here. Black die for the punt. White die for the return. That is a 2. That's going to be a 45-yard punt. Oh, wait, on the B, I'm sorry. On the B. 37-yard punt. 4. On a B, it's going to be a fair catch. So 37-yard punt from the 21. So that's going to be 31. 41, 49. That's 30. What did I say? 37. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So fair catch at the Michigan 42. Notre Dame's first drive is done. Michigan gets their first drive of the first quarter. No field goals yet. I'll probably miss them. So Michigan, I probably should have told you, we'll give you the Michigan State offensive players. Your running backs or your ball carriers will be Jones, Ray, Ray being the quarterback. Jones, I think, went on to play for the Vikings. Then there's Apisa, he was the fullback, a big back. Lee and Cavender. Catching, Gene Washington went on to play NFL pro football, obviously. He's the big pass receiver there. Brenner was a tight end, I believe. Then he threw a lot to the running backs, Lee, Jones, and Apisa. First down, again, Michigan State, a big running team, so let's roll the black and white. 4 for Michigan State. Michigan State on first down, that's going to be a run. And who's going to carry the ball? Okay, we got that. 12. Michigan State will run the ball with Ray, so it's a quarterback keep. On the option, he fakes it. Again, run defense, run offense is even. So we roll on the 0 column. That's a 25. That's going to favor the offense. 25 is an offense with 1 star. So Michigan State does a good job up front with some decent blocking. Run 1 star on a 4. 4 yards for Ray. Is there an adjustment? He actually loses a yard, so it would be a 3-yard carry for Ray. Three-yard carry for Ray. That will make it 2nd and 7. So 2nd and 7. David Solinsky, how you doing? Hope all is well. Bernard Strom, Mark Ferguson, Arnold Hunter, Steeler fan 1933, our good friend Matt, Dave Gardner, and D. Scott Howard. So 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Michigan State opens up slightly more. They'll run the ball 0 through 5, pass 6 through 9, 9 being a deep ball. So let's see on 2nd and 7. I think I said 2nd and 4. I apologize. Oh, wow. It's going to be a pass. A pass for Michigan State. It's going to be a short pass. Who is Ray looking for? He's hoping to get Gene Washington here. That's an 18. It will not be Gene Washington. 18 is going to be the fullback, Pisa, out of the backfield. He's a minus 11 on the yard adjustment. That's awful. So that looks like it's going to be a screen, possibly. It's just a short pass. He might go backwards here. He needs a hell of a roll here. And now we have to roll for control. Oh, that's going to favor the offense. In Michigan State's pass offense is a 7. Notre Dame's pass defense is an 8. No, I'm sorry. Pass offense is a 7. Yep, pass defense is an 8. So that's a -1. So we go -1 here. But that is a 12. That's a tremendous roll. They do a good job on the execution here for this pass play. So that is a 2-star trench control in favor of Michigan State on a short pass. And that's a 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. Under duress is Ray. That is blue. Possible sack. Possible sack. So Notre Dame getting good pressure. Ray on the move. They'll either be sacked or it'll be an incomplete. Notre Dame's sack rating, or Michigan sacks, 1 through 8. Does Notre Dame add to it? +3 for their defense. 1 through 11. Ray on the run will be sacked, and he is not. He just gets the ball away. He just gets the ball away as he's hit. Incomplete. So it's going to be 3rd down and 7. 3rd down and 7. Michigan State's first drive could be coming to an end. David Selinsky says, I'm enjoying this game. Picked it up the day it was released. So many great matchups available. Absolutely. So 3rd down and 7. So more than 6. Michigan State actually has a tendency to throw the ball more. Let's see what they're going to... Oh, that's Notre Dame. I apologize. But Michigan State on 3rd and more than 6 still has a tendency to throw the ball more. Long passes will be adjusted down. It is a 4 for Michigan State on 3rd and long. So they're going to throw a short pass here. 10. Ray on, who is he looking for? Brenner. It's going to be Brenner, the tight end. He has a -1 adjustment on Yak. And again, that's going to be a -1 because Notre Dame's defense, pass defense, is an 8. Michigan State's pass offense is a 7, so a -1. 44, -1, 44, neutral. So it's a standoff. Ray with a 6 on the short pass. Incomplete. So Notre Dame's defense holds. Michigan State's first drive is for naught. Michigan State will now punt. Michigan State's punt rating is a C. Notre Dame's punt return rating is a D. So black die for the punt. 6. And what did I say? They're a B. No, that punt is a C on a 6. So it's going to be 41 yards. 41 yards for the punt. Notre Dame, D punt return. That is a 3. Fair catch. So 41 yards from the 45. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the 35, 20, and then down to the 25, 30, down to the 15, 40, 14-yard line, fair catch for Notre Dame. Notre Dame will have it 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for Notre Dame. They get their second drive of 3 in the first quarter. Notre Dame. Let's see what Notre Dame's going to do on 1st down. They're run heavy. That's definitely going to be a run. Who's going to get the carry? The carry for Notre Dame will go to Conjure. He has no yard adjustment, so Conjure. Oh, no. Excuse me. Eddie. That's a 7. Eddie's a +2. Eddie was a very good, I think he was the halfback. I think Conjure was the fullback anyway. So it's a +2, whatever the result is. Now, even run offense against run defense, lower number will favor Notre Dame. That's a 34 on even. That's going to be neutral. So neutral on a 2. Eddie on a 2. 2 yards. Struggles for a few more. That's 4 yards, but it's red, so there's a possible fumble. Eddie picks up 4 yards. Possible fumble. Notre Dame fumbles 1 through 8. No adjustment by Michigan State. So 1 through 8, Notre Dame loses the ball on the blue die. Notre Dame maintains possession. Notre Dame gets lucky there. They recover the Eddie fumble, and it will be 2nd and 6 for the Fighting Irish. Ball at their 18. So 2nd and 6. Notre Dame's tendency on 2nd down. They'll throw a bit on 2nd down. They'll actually throw more than they'll run. Let's see what Hanratty does. That will be a run. That was a 1 and a 4. Who's going to get the carry? That's a 6. So the carry will be Conjure. 51, that's going to favor the defense. 51 on even, defense +1. And Conjure will get the carry on the 4. Conjure struggles. He picks up 2. Conjure picks up 2. Notre Dame has it at the 20. And it'll be 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4 for the Fighting Irish. Been a defensive struggle so far in this rematch between 66 Notre Dame, 66 Michigan State. The Irish versus the Spartans. So on 3rd and 4, Notre Dame runs about half the time, passes about half the time. Here we go, 3rd and 4. Notre Dame's going to try to convert here. It's a 7. Notre Dame's going to pass the ball. Notre Dame goes play action fake. It's going to be a short pass. Hanratty, 5, is going to look for Seymour. That's a +3, so he gets the receiver. He's looking for his best receiver, Seymour. No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. I got to roll this die. It's going to be Seymour. That's a 2. Can the offensive line hold up here? Remember, it's a -1 because Notre Dame's pass offense is a 6. Oh, it's a -2, excuse me, -2. Michigan State's pass defense is an 8, so it's a -2 right here. Notre Dame gets a low roll of 16 on the -2, +1 offense. So 1 star for the offense. Notre Dame has a great chance to convert here as they look for their best receiver, Seymour. It's a 5 on a +1 offense. Incomplete. Lot of pressure. Maybe it's a possible sack also. So tremendous pressure by Michigan State. Those, wow, had an opportunity to hit their hot receiver. Michigan State, Notre Dame is sacked 1 through 7. Michigan State adds +2. Remember, they had Bubba Smith on that team. So 1 through 9 on the 20-sided die roll is the sack. It is a 9. Terry Hanratty running for his life is sacked. Now you roll the red and white die. You add them together for the sack amount. 8-yard loss. So he was scrambling around. 8-yard loss. He's tackled back at the 12. That's not going to make Ara Parsegian really happy. And Notre Dame's second drive in the first quarter will come to an end as it is 4th and a mile. Notre Dame sends out the punt team once again. It's been a defensive struggle just like in real life. Notre Dame's punt rating is a B. Michigan State's punt rating is a B. So black die for the punt, white die for the return. 7 on a B, 39 yards. 6 on a B, fair catch. So it's a high punt, and I believe it would be Gene Washington maybe back there, signaling for the fair catch, and it was 39 yards. So 39 yards. 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fair catch at the Michigan State 48. Michigan State has very good field position. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. 1st and 10. Here comes Michigan State. What will they do? That looks like a run to me with that black 4. And it is a run. Who's going to get the carry? 10. They will give the ball to... It's a fake pitch. Ray will keep it, the quarterback, on the option. Even run defense, run offense. That's a 33 possible penalty. But let's now, I believe we roll out the play first, though. So 33 doubles is a possible penalty. 33 on even. It's a stalemate at the line of scrimmage. 6, so Ray on a 6, and he's a -1. It's a 3 -1. He picks up 2 yards. He gets to midfield. Is there a penalty, though? Let's see if I remember how to do penalties. I thought I did. Let's look. Penalties. Oh, yeah, over here. We re-roll. So Michigan State offense... 1 through 8 will be on the offense. If it's a 19 or 20, it will be on the defense. 1, it's going to be on the offense. So the 2 yards will get nullified. Let's go over here. Penalty on the offense. And that's going to be, again, you roll. This looks like a 20-sided die roll. 11, holding, 10 yards. So back up the bus, Gus. So they're on the 48. You bring it back there, and then go 10 yards back, I believe. Again, I'm not the guru with the rules, so I probably could get something wrong here. So now they'll back up the bus to the 38, and it's going to be 1st and 20. And that's someplace that Michigan State does not want to be. So 1st down and long. They'll probably still keep the ball on the ground, I would think. That's their tendency no matter what. 1st down. Michigan State will keep it on the ground. The ball carrier, 13 for Michigan State. 13, the ball carrier. Apisa, the big fullback. And he's a +1 adjustment. Now, they want a low roll. 45, that's not low enough, I don't think. It's going to be even Stevens, 45 on a 5. Apisa bulls through the big fullback. Notre Dame might have been looking past a bit. 4 yards, keeps his legs churning, picks up that extra yard, 5-yard gain. Oh, I should have been marking stats. I haven't marked the stats, so we're not going to start now. I'm so used to not marking stats. 5 yards for Apisa. And it's going to be 2nd and 15. What you're supposed to do is mark your stats here, but I have not. So what we're going to do is let's expand this then. Because I forgot to mark the stats. Because I'm so used to not marking stats when I was learning the game. So 2nd and 15. So the stat helper works, but I have to get used to using it. 2nd and 15. For Michigan State. On 2nd down, 50-50, whether run or pass. 0 through 4, they're going to run. It's going to be a pass for Michigan State. Who they're going to look for? 1, that's going to be Gene Washington. That's a +8. They need to hit this pass. Notre Dame's been able to get good pressure on Ray. That's a 24. That's going to favor the offense. Michigan State's passing is an 8. Notre Dame's pass defense. Michigan State's pass offense is a 7. Notre Dame's pass defense is an 8. 2nd down. So it's going to be a -1 on the pass defense. 24. Michigan State does a pretty good job of protecting Ray. It's going to be offense 1 star. on a short pass. Make sure, is it a short pass? No, what? Yeah, short pass to Washington. 5. 5 has not been a lucky number. Let's see if it is. On the short pass, 1 star. 5. Oh, it's a very lucky number. That is complete. 13 yards. Washington breaks the tackle. He goes for 21 yards, 13 plus 8. And they're going to pick up the first down. Holy cow, a big, big conversion there. 21 yards. Did I go backwards the wrong way? No, that's right. So that goes 33 to the 43. That's 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 into Notre Dame territory at the Notre Dame 46. A huge conversion there. Ray to Washington. Ray on the move. Flipped it out to Gene Washington. Downfield. Makes the catch. Breaks a tackle. Goes for an extra 8. Big conversion for Michigan State. First down and 10 in Notre Dame territory for Michigan State. That's a 9. A 9. Michigan State's going to throw the ball again. Who are they going to look for? They're going to look for Gene Washington again. That's a 16. They're going to look for Lee out of the backfield. He's a minus 12. That's horrific. Minus 12. Pass is a minus 1, and that's going to favor the defense, 55. So Notre Dame coming after Ray quite fiercely, 55. That's going to be a defense plus 1. On a 5, possible sack on Ray. Had you hit the 4, it would have been 10 yards. It would have been a 2-yard loss, actually. Oh my God, he's awful. Minus 12. I don't know if I'm doing that right, but it does say minus 12. I would assume it's minus 12. So let's just say hypothetically, it was the 4 and it was a 10. It would have been a minus 2-yard loss. This is not going to be complete. A lot of pressure. Can Ray get rid of it? Possible sack for Notre Dame. Ray is sacked 1 through 8. Notre Dame plus 3, 1 through 11 on the blue die. They get to Ray. This is going to push Michigan State back, and that's going to be a 4-yard loss. So they sack Ray for a 4-yard loss. It would be second. 14. And it's a 4-yard loss. Michigan State, 2nd and 14. Ball at midfield. Second down. 50-50 to run. Slight edge. 0 through 5 to run. Everything else is a pass. It is going to be a run. The ball carrier for Michigan State. We roll a 20. So the ball carrier is going to be Cavender. Doesn't get a lot of carries. So Cavender's in the game. Even on runs. Oh, that's going to favor Michigan State. 15, 2 stars. Let's see if Cavender can pop. He has no adjustment. That's a 6 on 2 stars on a run. Picks up 7 yards. So Cavender on the delayed handoff picks up 7 yards. It will bring up 3rd down and 7. So they cut it in half. 3rd down and 7 now for the Michigan State Spartans. First quarter coming to an end here. Notre Dame will get one more drive. That's a 1. 3rd and 7. It's going to be a run, and the column will go up 1. So it's going to be a +1. They're in favorable territory. So it's a good play. You can see the green. The green on 3rd and 6+ for Michigan. We rolled a 1. Column goes up 1. So that means Michigan executes very well in that down and distance on a run. So I'm going to assume it's a trap or a delay. The ball carrier 6. Michigan State 6. Jones is the ball carrier. No adjustment, negative or positive. It's going to be a +1 because it goes up 1. They want a low roll. They got it. It's a 16. So a 16 is offense 2 stars. It's a 5. So let's see if Jones can pop here. Big play 1. They're going to pick up a first down here. So it's a BP1. BP1 on the 5. Now you go to the BP1 column, and we re-roll again. And you can see you want to stay away from that 6. That's a fumble after a big gain. So we'll roll the white die again. Jones could pop here. 3. So Jones on the 3 goes for 25 yards and a first down. Excellent blocking on the delayed handoff. And again, I was going to keep stats, but I forgot to right off the bat, and I'm just going with the game. So what did I say? 25 yards for Jones. That's going to convert. They're on the 43, I think. So 33 is 10. 23 is 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down to the Notre Dame 18 goes Michigan State. First down and 10. So it was, they needed a lot of yards, and they were able to pick it up with good, hard running. Michigan State stays true to themselves. First and 10 for Michigan State. 7 on first down. That's going to be a run. Who's going to be the ball carrier for Michigan State? That's a 10. They will give the ball. It's going to be Ray. He'll fake the option and keep. He's a -1 adjustment, and it'll be even. 43. I think that's going to be neutral. So even on a 43 neutral for Ray. He has not had much luck running the ball. Neutral on a 1. Ray, 3 - 1. He'll pick up 2 yards. So Ray takes the ball to the 16. It'll be 2nd and 8 for Michigan State. 2nd and 8. Michigan State, again, about 50-50 run pass here. They'll keep it on the ground. They've had great success on the ground in this drive. Who's going to be the ball carrier for Michigan State? Actually, the game goes quite quickly if you're not keeping stats. 5. The ball carrier is going to be Jones. He had that huge run. 25 yards. Let's see if he can rinse and repeat. Trench warfare is even again. Offense rating for the run and Notre Dame's defense rating is even. This time Notre Dame fights hard. It's a 51. Notre Dame +1. So it's defense +1. Jones on the carry. It is a 5. Picks up 2 yards to the 14. It'll be 3rd and 6. Big 3rd down coming up for the Michigan State Spartans. Big 3rd down. And then we'll have to figure out field goals. I've not had one of those yet. Here we go. Let's see what they're going to do. So it's 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. Again, if they get 0 through 3, that's a good run play for them because the column goes up. If they get a pass, the column defense will go down. So they want a 0 through 3 here. They don't get it. It's a 4. So it's going to be a short pass. Ray. So Michigan State passing here. I probably would have kept the ball on the ground. It's a 1. But at least they're going to hit. They're going for their big receiver, Gene Washington. He's a +8. All right. Notre Dame's pass defense is a 9. Is an 8, excuse me. Michigan State's pass offense is a 7, so it's a -1. If you're a Michigan State fan, you want to see a low red number here, and it's not. It's a 61. So a 61 on a -1 is defense +1. And that's a 7 on a short pass. Holy cow! Ray just is able to get it in. It's a 7-yard gain, plus Gene Washington with a +8. That's going to be 15 yards. Gene Washington with another big catch. 15 yards. Touchdown! Gene Washington breaks the tackle at the 6 and goes into the end zone. So it is Ray to Washington for 6. Ray to Washington, 14-yard touchdown pass. Now we go for the extra point. 6-0. It is 6-0. Michigan State. What a drive. They had some big runs and some big passes. Michigan State really clicked on all cylinders there. So we go for the extra point. They make it 0 through 92. So you're going to roll the black and white die. And the kick is good. 7-0. Michigan State. So Michigan State has their 2 drives. Notre Dame will get their last drive of the first quarter. And again, what do we say they kick? Oh, we don't even have to worry about where they kick off from. I should look that up, but here we go. Michigan State to kick off. So again, what a drive there by Michigan State, culminating Ray to Washington. He broke a tackle around the 6 and went in. Ara Parsegian, none too happy. 7-0 Michigan State. Michigan State's kickoff rating is a C. Notre Dame's kick return rating is a C. So the black die is the kickoff, the white die is the kick return. 8 on the kickoff. On a C goes to the Notre Dame 5. We went that way. Here, it goes to the Notre Dame 5. Let's see if there's a penalty. No penalty, so we don't have to worry about that. 8 on the return. So the B on the kick return for Notre Dame. Make sure. No, there is C on the kick return. Yeah, C on the kick return. 8. 16-yard return by Notre Dame. So that'll take it to the 21. A good return by Notre Dame. 1st and 10 for Notre Dame. At their 21, they trail 7-0. Again, I was going to keep stats and I forgot. So the game goes pretty fast without keeping stats. Notre Dame trails 7-0. Let's see what Notre Dame's going to do here. Most likely, it is a run. 0 through 7 will be a run. And it will be a run. Who's going to get the carry for Notre Dame? That's a 13. The ball carrier for Notre Dame, Rocky Blyer. Rocky Blyer will become a Pittsburgh Steeler. He'll get the carry. Even. Run defense, run offense. So you go on the 0 there. 42 is going to be neutral. It's just, no advantage for either the offense or the defensive line attack. 42 even. Rocky Blyer on a short run. That is a 6. Blyer picks up 4 yards. So Rocky Blyer gets the ball out to the 25. It will be 2nd and 6 for Notre Dame. At the end of this drive, the first quarter will come to a conclusion. Notre Dame on 2nd and 6. Well, again, pretty much 50-50 runner pass here. 0 through 4 is a run. It's going to be a run. The ball carrier, 18. That's an 18. It was an 18. The ball carrier will be seldom used running back. O'Brien, -1 on his adjustment. Notre Dame's offensive line does a pretty good job. That's a 26, so it's going to be offense 1 star for O'Brien. Offense 1 star on a 0. 9 minus 1. O'Brien picks up 8 yards and a first down. So Michigan State not expecting O'Brien to get the carry. 8 yards out to the Notre Dame 33. First and 10 for the Irish as they try to tie this game up. They trail 7-0. Ray to Washington, 14-yard touchdown pass. They had some big runs. The big run, 25 yards, I do believe, by Jones. But here comes Notre Dame. It's first and 10. Again, their tendency is to run. That is an 8. The black die's an 8. It will be a run. No, it's going to be a pass. Excuse me. That's a pass. It's going to be a pass. Hanratty trying to mix things up and catch Michigan State off balance. Hanratty, oh, that's not going to be good. 19, he is looking for Stenger. And it's not going to be horrible. Stenger might have been a receiver or a tight end because his adjustment is nothing. There's no adjustment, positive or negative. Notre Dame's pass offense, 6. Pass defense for Michigan's an 8. So that's going to be a -2. It's going to be on the -2. Notre Dame needs that low roll here. 35. I think that's going to be neutral on the -2. And it will be neutral. So a decent job by the Notre Dame offensive line. Short pass on a 9. Short pass on a 9. That's complete for 10 yards and a first down. So Hanratty, play action fake, hits Stenger. Again, no adjustment there. And it was a short pass on a neutral. That's 10 yards and a first down. So Notre Dame converts again. That's going to take it out to the 43 of Notre Dame. First and 10. 2 plays, 2 first downs. Notre Dame probably going to stay to the ground here. Christopher Slovak, hope all is well. As he says, Hanratty from Butler, PA. Check out Christopher Slovak's wonderful channel. Again, I was going to keep stats and I forgot, so we're just going with it. It will be a run for Notre Dame. The ball carrier, 9. So who's the ball carrier? Notre Dame. Getting the carry is Eddie, +2. That's who you want to have the ball here. Eddie's a +2 adjustment. Offense, defense ratings are even on the run, so we go off to 0 there. That's a 42. It will be, again, even Stevens, a decent battle at the line of scrimmage on the 0 for Eddie. Eddie, 3 yards, but continues to keep his legs churning. Picks up an extra 2. It'll be 2nd and 5, so Eddie picks up 5. They take it out to the 48 of Notre Dame as they encroach upon Spartan territory. It's going to be 2nd and 5 for the Fighting Irish. On 2nd and 5, I would think Notre Dame will keep it on the ground. It's a 50-50 here, though. And Notre Dame is going to look short pass. Hanratty feeling lucky. Who's he going to toss it to? Hanratty looking for Seymour. That's their hot receiver. That's a +3 if he catches the ball. And again, -2. So we use the -2 on the trench result. So again, Notre Dame wants a low roll. That's a 45 on the -2. It's going to be defense with 1+ on the short pass of a 7. It is a 7. Possible sack on Hanratty. Notre Dame getting kind of greedy here. Notre Dame is sacked 1 through 9. Notre Dame is sacked 1 through 9. 1 through 7, and the Michigan State has a +2. So 1 through 9, Hanratty is sacked. Hanratty, as he's getting hit, is able to unload the ball. Incomplete. The pass was intended for Seymour. That will bring up 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Michigan State leads 7-0. Ray to Gene Washington. Extra point good. 3rd and 5. 50-50, again, run or pass. 0 through 4 will be a run. It is going to be a pass for Notre Dame. Hanratty will throw the ball. It's going to be a short pass. He wants to look for Seymour again, I would think, and he's going to get Seymour. -2. There's no adjustments here, up or down, for the column control thing. So -2. And Hanratty, this might connect up here. It's going to be a plus 1-star offense. So Notre Dame does a good job of executing this short pass play to Seymour. It is a 6. It is a 6. And Hanratty throws a poor pass. Incomplete. Too low. Seymour made a dive for it. It is incomplete. 4th down. I don't think they would go for it on 4th and 5. Notre Dame will punt, and that will end the first quarter of football. So a promising drive. They get it out to close to midfield. Comes their end. They're going to question Coach Parsegian with those pass play calls. Notre Dame on the punt is a B. Michigan State on the punt return is a B. Black die for the punt, white die for the punt return. So 3, that's a 45-yard punt. 2 on the punt return. Oh, what excellent coverage there by Notre Dame. They swarm Washington and bring him down for no return. No return. So it's a 45-yard punt. 45-yard punt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 32 is 20. Excuse me. 30. 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At the 7. Excellent punt coverage. And that ends the first quarter. It's Michigan State 7, Notre Dame nothing. Let's go to the second quarter. I'm having fun. We're not keeping stats. It's flowing pretty well. So 1st and 10 for Michigan State. Michigan State will have 3 drives in the second quarter. Notre Dame 2. That's the way I broke it up. We'll probably only do the first half. We'll do the first half, and we'll come back tomorrow, or hopefully we'll come back tomorrow, and we'll do the second half. So we'll stop after the second quarter. We'll complete the first half. Michigan State 1st and 10 at their 7. They lead 7-0. Michigan State. They're going to run the ball with that 5. The ball carrier for Michigan State, let's see who it's going to be. That's a 15. It will be a Pisa, and he's a +1 adjustment. Let's see who wins the battle. 24. It will be offense 1-star. On the run, and that is a 6 for a Pisa. 5 yards for the big fullback. It's going to be 2nd and 5, so Michigan State sticks to the ground. Takes it out to the 12. 2nd and 5 for Michigan State. On 2nd down, Michigan State, about a 50-50 to run or pass. It will be a run. Who will they give it to? 5. It's going to be a Pisa again. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not a Pisa. Excuse me. 5 is going to be Jones. This time Notre Dame wins the day at the line of scrimmage. That's a 63 defense, 2 stars, or 2+ marks. On the run, this is not going to bode well. It's a 9. That is a stuff. A big play there by the Notre Dame defense trying to keep Michigan State back there. So on the stuff, if we get a roll, and there's no number column here, but that would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not a lucky 7. It'll be -3 and a possible fumble. So we roll the white die again. It's a 3. -4 yards. As Jones loses 4, tries to make something happen. That will make it 3rd down and long. So 3rd and 9 for Michigan State. They lead 7-0 on 3rd and 9. Where's the black? There's the white die. 3rd and 6 or plus. Michigan State has a tendency to pass more. If they get the 0 through 3, though, it's a chance to pop a big run. It's a 5, so they're going to pass the ball short. No penalty, though. No adjustment. So a 5 short pass. Obviously, they want a 1 through 8 to get to Gene Washington. He's a +8. It's a 16. Ray cannot find Washington. He's going through his progressions. Good God Almighty, he's going to try to hit Lee out of the backfield. And that's a -12. They need a big roll here. Pass offense is 7. Pass defense for Notre Dame is 8, so it's a -1. That's going to favor Notre Dame. This will be a disastrous play for Michigan State. -1 on a 55. Defense plus on a short pass. And it's a 5. Possible sack on Ray. So again, tremendous pressure. This Notre Dame defense putting tremendous pressure on Ray. Ray is sacked 1 through 11. It's 1 through 8. Notre Dame has a good pass rush. +3. So 1 through 11. He is not sacked. He's hit. He throws the ball as he's hit. Incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down. So Michigan State's first drive of the second quarter is done. They will have to punt. Michigan State is a C punter. Notre Dame on the punt return is a D. That's even worse. So black die for the punt. That is a 5 on a C. 42-yard punt. 8 on a D. No return. No return. They let it roll, and it is down. So a 42-yard punt right there. So Michigan State punts 42 yards. So 38, that's 10. 48, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And the 32 is 40. What did I say? 42 yard? Yeah. 30-yard line. Notre Dame takes over at their 30-yard line. They trail 7-0. So Notre Dame is going to get there. First attempt here in the second quarter. 1st and 10 for Notre Dame. They trail 7-0. If you're just joining us, it was a touchdown pass from Ray to Gene Washington of 14 yards. Extra point was good. And they had ripped off a big run, couple of big runs, the biggest being Jones of 25 yards. Here we go. Notre Dame 1st and 10 will most likely run the ball. Oh, that's a 9. They might pass here. A 9. Notre Dame, Hanratty's going for it all. He's going to go over the top. Hanratty needs 1 through 10, I would think. Like to hit Seymour. It's a 15. 15. He's going to look for Eddie out of the backfield. Trench control. Notre Dame's passing. Offense is a 6. Michigan State's pass defense is an 8, so -2 for Notre Dame. It's a long pass play. Notre Dame with a 26. 26 -2. That's favors the offense by 1 star, so a good job. Notre Dame fools Michigan State. And it's a long pass, and it's a 1 on the long pass. Big play. Big play. So Hanratty looking for Eddie out of the backfield. It'll be a -8 adjustment, but it's a big play. Big play 1. And we re-roll the white die. Oh, Nelly, Notre Dame. It's a 2. A 2. Unfreaking believe. Oh, no, 2. 46 yards -8. So that's what? 30. Why can't I do the math? It's 38 yards. 38 yards. Eddie escapes the backfield, gets into the secondary, and he catches the ball in stride, picks up 38 yards. A huge play for Notre Dame. Hanratty to Eddie. 38 yards as I keep hitting my head on the camera. So 38 yards. 10. $20, $30, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, tackled at the 32. A huge play for the Fighting Irish. Hanratty to Eddie. 1st and 10, so they mix it up. Michigan State playing the run. Hanratty hits Eddie out of the backfield. 1st and 10. Let's see if Notre Dame sticks to the air here. That's a 3. They're going to go back to ground and pound. They'll hand the ball off to Conjure. No adjustment, negative or positive. So Conjure will get the carry. It's a run, so we go to the 0 because it's neutral. 56 will favor the defense. Defense with 1+ on a 9. Eddie picks up 1 yard. So they swarm Eddie. He's tackled at the 31. That will be 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 for Notre Dame. So 2nd and long. Notre Dame 50-50 run pass here. It is going to be a pass. Hanratty, can he pull off another big play? An 8. They're going deep. They are going deep. Hanratty, who's he looking for? He's going to look for Seymour. As Seymour goes streaking on the post play. And again, it's going to be a -2 when you look at the trench warfare column. The offense, the battle on the front 7 with the offensive line. Because I keep explaining it. 1 to help myself and 1 to help you guys. Pass offense is a 6 for Notre Dame. Pass defense for Michigan State is an 8. Notre Dame needs a low roll, and they get it. It's a 23. Favoring the offense. So good job by Notre Dame here. Long pass to Seymour, and it's a 5. 1 star. 20 yards. And a 1st down. So it's 17. Seymour's a +3. It will be 20 yards. So down to the 31, 21, to the 11. 1st and 10 for Notre Dame. Here come the Fighting Irish. They can get a 1st down at the Michigan State 1. Again, we'll finish off the first half and call it a stream. We'll come back tomorrow with the second half. Notre Dame, 1st down, 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Fighting Irish, the handoff. We'll go to Bob Gladio. We'll go on to play for the Patriots. He looked like Harpo Marx. So Gladio, no negative or positive adjustment. 42. Stalemate at the line of scrimmage. Gladio on the run is a 7. Gladio picks up 3 yards. So Harpo, as they called him, takes the ball to the 8. 2nd and 7. Notre Dame 8 yards away from tying this. Well, 6 points and the extra point. So 2nd and 7. Notre Dame, again, 50-50 runner pass here. It's going to be a pass. A long pass. I guess you still go with the long pass. It turns into a meet, whatever. We still go with the long pass, I would think. I mean, we're going to say long pass. So he's throwing for the end zone. Hanratty on 2nd and 7 is going to throw to the end. Oh, it's a 99. It is a 99. That's the first time. If you get 99 is a event chart. You do it once a quarter. in play-by-play mode. If you roll a 99 again, you just play the result. So this is a 99 the first time we've had it, first time I've ever had it. So now we go to the event chart. 0 through 4 would be a rare event. It is a 98. So a 98, roll again for the I don't get that. Roll again for the drive if result is a punt. Ball is not, ignore. Well, they wouldn't be punting. I don't get that. I have to clarify that with Anthony. So we rolled a 98. See, this is what's confusing to me, because this seems like it's just for the drive when you play the drive by drive portion, because it says roll again for the drive if result is a punt, ball snapped over punter's head, safety in the end zone, ignore weather. So it's a 9. It was a 90. You know what? We're going to ignore that. We're going to go back to the 99 because that doesn't make sense to me, and I'm sure I'm doing something wrong. We're going to go back to the 99. That seems weird to me for the event. So 99, it was a long pass. $42. And I can't remember if I rolled this. I do believe I rolled this. It was a long pass, -2, 42. So that's going to be neutral. I think I did say that. And they're looking for $99. Actually, I don't think I rolled that. So let's see who they're looking for. 13. Hanratty looking to the end zone. Looking for Blyer out of the backfield. $51. That's going to favor the defense for sure. Defense. Long. So Blyer into the end zone. Defense with a plus. It is a 9. Incomplete. Blyer makes a diving attempt. So it's going to be 3rd down and 7 for Notre Dame at the Michigan State 8. 3rd down and 7. So in 3rd and 6+, they throw the ball the majority of times. If they get a 0 through 2, it could be a big run play, though. They get a 7. They're going to throw the ball. Notre Dame, Hanratty drops back to pass. This is going to penalize them even more because Michigan State's playing the run. You can see, just let me explain that. Michigan State, so 3rd and 6+, we rolled a 7. That yellow is not bueno. It's bad. It's going to go from a -2 down here to a -3 when you cross-reference it. Hanratty, in trouble. Who's he looking for? 19. He's in big trouble. Gitmitter, but he's a +3 on the adjustment. 31 might not be horrific. On the -3, 31 is neutral, and it's a 1. It's a long pass, so Hanratty throwing to the end zone again. And that is neutral, right? -3. Yes, it is. Neutral on the long pass. 1, incomplete. Another incomplete pass, so Hanratty, after the big pass play, a couple of incompletes, it is 4th down now. 4th down. Notre Dame will be done with their second drive. They're going to attempt the field goal, obviously, on 4th and 7. So, all right, let's figure this out. I've not kicked a field goal yet. Field goal. All right, so 19 yards. The goal posts were in front, so it's only 10 yards. It's 18-yard field goal because the goal posts were right on the goal line, and it's only 10 more yards you add, I believe. So we're going to call this an 18-yard field goal. I don't know who their kicker was. Could have been Eddie. Was Eddie their punter or their field goal kicker? Anyway, they got a 97% chance of making it to make it a 7-3 football game. And he puts it through, straight ahead kick, makes the 18-yard field goal. So an 18-yard field goal. Notre Dame. It's now 7-3 Michigan State. Notre Dame's done with their 2 drives. Michigan State. Oh, that doesn't make sense the way I did it. Stop, had their drive. Oh no, Michigan, that was the first drive for Notre Dame. I'm sorry. Now Michigan State will get their second drive. So, Michigan State from the end zone here, because they're going that way. 1st and 10. 7-3 football game. And we'll stop at the half. Notre Dame's a D on the kickoff. Michigan State is a C on the kick return. Black die represents kickoff. White die kick return. So a 6. They're a D. I keep questioning myself on that because I'm like, wow, that's horrific. D with a 6. Well, that's the punt. To the 5. So Michigan State fields it at the 5. They're a C return on a 3. That's a 24-yard return. They take it out to the 29-yard line. So a decent return by Michigan State. Michigan State 1st and 10. They're up 7-3. Ball is at their 29. Doubles, which I don't think means anything. The double of the penalties come on this. I do believe. Actually, I'm positive the penalties come on this. So it's a 5 for Michigan State. They're going to keep the ball on the ground. Who's going to get the carry? The carry will go to Jones. Offense, defense for the run is even, so it's neutral. 51 will favor the defense. Defense +1 or plus mark. And that's a 5. Oh, a big hit. Jones picks up a yard. Possible fumble here for Michigan State. Michigan State fumbles 1 through 9, but Notre Dame is a +1, so they did a decent job with turnovers. 1 through 10 on the blue die. Oh, no fumble. No fumble. Bobbles, the ball does not come loose, or it does come loose, and Michigan State controls. So 2nd and 9. Credit Jones with a 1-yard carry. 2nd and 9. Up 50-50 run pass for Michigan State. That will be a run. The ball carrier, 16. So Ray will pitch the ball. Actually, will hand it off to the fullback Apiza. He's a +1 adjustment. 54 is going to favor the defense there. Defense with a plus mark on a run. A run with a plus. That's a 0. Oh boy, he's going to get stuffed. Big job. Notre Dame comes plowing through. Notre Dame on the stuff. We re-roll the white die. That's a 3. Make sure. Yeah, that was a 1. That was a 0 or a 1. He gets stuffed. And that is a 3. -4 + 1. -3 yards for Michigan State. As he's pushed back to the 27. 3rd and 12. Michigan State second drive could be coming to a very quick end here. So 3rd and long for Michigan State. 0 through 3. They could pop for a big run. If it's a pass, it's not going to be bueno. It's a 5. It's going to be a short pass. So the long pass would have been bad. It's a short pass. Ray on the move will look for And Washington, he's a +8. That's what they needed. So again, he's going to go to his money receiver, Washington. 8 pass defense, 7 pass offense, -1. Oh my lord. They might execute this one beautifully. That's going to be 2 offensive stars on the short pass, and it's a 5. 2, 3, 4, 14 yards +8, 22 yards. Ray to Washington. Unbelievable. 37. 47. That's 20. Takes it out to the Michigan State 49. Another big play. Ray to Washington. 1st and 10. Michigan State. They're up 7-3. Michigan State will run the ball with that 4. We already know that. The ball carrier, 13, will be Apiza. He's a +1 adjustment. 42 on even. Stalemate at the line of scrimmage. And that is a 7. Apiza on the 7. 8 yards, 7 + 1. So Apiza bulls his way through into Notre Dame territory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2nd and 2. Michigan State has it at the Notre Dame 43. So 2nd and short. 50-50 here of a run or a pass for Michigan State. It will be Michigan State's going to go for it all, it looks like. Michigan State's going to throw it up. They're going deep. They're going deep. Could Ray be looking for Washington again? Yes, he is. He's looking for Washington deep. Pass again, 8 defense against a 7 pass, so it's -1. 45, I believe that's going to be neutral. 45 is neutral on the 5. And it's a long pass to Gene Washington. Blue is a sack. Uh-oh. Ray trying to bide some time. Might be sacked here. And again, that's with the adjustment of Notre Dame's pass rush. 1 through 11. No! Ray throws it away as he is hit. So 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. So they went for it all like Bogey and Bacall. Notre Dame's able to get the pressure on Michigan State. 3rd and short. They run quite a bit, but Notre Dame will be looking for the run. And it's not going to be a run. They're going to mix it up here. They're going over the top. Play action pass. And it will go to a neutral. It will go to a neutral because 3rd or 1 or 2, if it had been a run, yellow would have went down to a -1. Instead, they're going over the top on 3rd and 1. So they go from a -1 to neutral because it's green. And you can see it says column up. Who are they going to throw to? 10. Brenner, the tight end. I believe he was a tight end. Or another receiver. Neutral. 26. Offense 1 star. With a on the 0. Long pass. It's a big play. Unbelievable. Ray to Brenner. Could it be another 6 points here? We go to the, and you can see 1 star. You can see this. 1 star. The BP1. So now we're going to roll again on the BP1 column. It's a 2. It's not as big as a. Oh, that's the run. I'm sorry. It's a 2. 28 yards. Is there any adjustment? Let's make sure. Is there any adjustment? I don't think there's any adjustment. Brenner -1. So what did I say? It was a 2 on the big play. -1. So 27 yards. Ray to Brenner. So that's a 33. 23. That's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. First down at the Notre Dame 16. So Ray has been able to hit some big pass plays on the play action. Notre Dame was selling out for the run there. 1st and 10 for Michigan State at the Notre Dame 16. 7-3 Michigan State. Most likely a run here. It will be a run. The ball carrier, 16, will be a Pisa, +1 on the adjustment. Neutral. So it's a 54. That's going to favor the defense by a plus mark. So a run on a 0. A Pisa is going to get stuffed as they try, probably a sweep there. So a 0. Make sure we're on the run. Yep, he's stuffed. So we re-roll on the Notre Dame stuff column. That's the way I believe it's done. It's a 2. It's not that horrific there. -2, but he has a +1 rating, so a Pisa loses 1 yard. As he's knocked back, they try to bull him through the middle. Notre Dame does an excellent job stopping it. It'll be 2nd and 11 for Michigan State. From the Notre Dame 17. So 2nd and 11. 2nd down, 50-50, runner pass. It will be a pass by Michigan State. Ray's had quite some good success here. Would have been interesting if I did keep stats now. So that is an 8. It will be a short pass attempt. Who will Ray look for? 13. Ray is going to look for Brenner, who caught that big 27-yarder. So Brenner. And it's going to be a -1. 63, that's going to favor the Notre Dame defense. 2 stars, so Notre Dame sniffs this one out. It's going to be tough for Ray to make this play. So it was an 8. It's a short pass on 2nd down. And it's an 8. And it's 2-star defense ++. 8, incomplete. Well covered by Notre Dame. So it's now 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11. I probably would run a draw here, but I'm not calling the plays. We're going through the analysis, and they call the plays. So 3rd and 6+. If they get a run, it should pop. They're not going to get a run. It's going to be a short pass. Ray rolls a bit. It's going to be a short pass. Ray looking for Gene Washington. +8. That's the guy you want to go to. 45 on a -1 will be defense with 1 plus mark on a short pass. And it is a 2. Incomplete. So they get good pressure on Ray. 4th down as halftime approaches. This will be a 27-yard field goal attempt. And that's what Michigan State is going to attempt here. 0 through 97, they make it. It's good. So a 27-yard field goal. Michigan State. That ends their portion. Oh no, they'll still have one more, excuse me. Notre Dame now will get their last drive before the half. Michigan State scores is now, they're back up 7, so it's 10-3. Michigan State to kick off. Notre Dame end zone. I really do like this game. It's a lot of fun. It goes quicker. You can play quick play mode, or you can play the hybrid. I like playing play-by-play. I haven't tried, to be honest with you, I haven't tried the hybrid. I might do that. But I like the play-by-play. Here's the kickoff. And let's see if we're going to get any penalties. No penalties. We're not going to roll this die then. There's no need to do that. So Michigan State kickoff is a C. That is a 5 on a C. It's at the goal line. So Notre Dame will return from the goal line. Notre Dame kick return is a C, and that's an 8. 16 yards, so excellent coverage by Michigan State. Notre Dame does not even reach the 20. Notre Dame 1st and 10. They trail by 7 once again. 10-3. So here come the Fighting Irish. Notre Dame will run most low. Oh, that's an 8. Oh, that's doubles. Oh, that doesn't matter. The doubles have to be on here. So that's an 8. Notre Dame's going to go for a short pass. Hanratty's had some success throwing the ball. Who's he going to look for? An 11. Hanratty on the play action fake on 1st down is going to look for Rocky Blyer out of the backfield, who's a -9 adjustment. I think I'm doing that right. So Notre Dame pass offense is a 6 against an 8 defense, so it's -2. They need a low roll here. They're not going to get it. That's a 55 possible penalty. I probably missed a few of these. So that's a possible penalty. Let's play it out first, though. So 55 -2. So it's defense plus on a short pass, play action fake, and it's an 8. So that's a 10. But Blyer has a -9, so that's 1 yard. So they quickly sniff out the screen. Get it to the 17. So right now it's 2nd and 9, but let's see if there is a flag. 18. No flag. 1 through 8. No, there is a flag. I'm sorry. Michigan's defense, 18. So there's a flag on the defense. Notre Dame screaming. They're happy with that flag. The refs are signaling it is on the defense. Now we roll defensive penalties. That's a 12. Offsides, 5 yards. So it'll be 1st and 5 for Notre Dame. Where the hell do they have it? The 16? Yes. So to the 21. 1st and 5 on the offsides penalty. Delayed call. Notre Dame had an opportunity to try to make something there. 1st and 5. Notre Dame with a 7. Hanratty will keep the ball on the ground. The ball carrier, 11. He'll hand it off to Rocky Blyer. 6-1 will favor the Michigan State defense. So the front 7 does a good job here. Defense on the run, plus it's a 5. Blyer is hit at the line of scrimmage. It's 1 yard, -1 for Blyer. Oh, no, it's neutral, excuse me. So it's 1 yard. He's hit the ball. Possible fumble here. This could be huge. Notre Dame fumbles 1 through 8. There's no adjustment for the Michigan State defense. Oh, boy, can Notre Dame. The ball comes loose. It is a 6, and Michigan State recovers. Michigan State recovers at the Notre Dame 22. Rocky Blyer coughs it up. Notre Dame is done with their drives. Michigan State will have their last drive before the half, and they can put some distance between themselves and the Fighting Irish. A crucial turnover there. Rocky Blyer fumbles. Michigan State comes away from the pig pile with the pigskin at the Notre Dame 22. Michigan State 10, Notre Dame 3. This will be the last drive of the first half. Then we will call the stream, and we'll finish the game tomorrow. I was going to keep stats, but I had the stat package up, and I forgot to do it because I was enjoying just playing the game. So 1st and 10. I think I might actually keep stats by hand with a little notebook to the side. I think I'll be quicker that way. But we'll see. All right, so Michigan State, can they take advantage of an opportunity here? It's a golden opportunity. That's a 0, so that's going to be a run for Michigan State, obviously. 1st down and 10. The ball carrier 3 will be Jones. So Jones will get the pitch play from Ray. But Notre Dame's defense trying to stand stout here. It is a 64. Notre Dame does an excellent job. That's defense +2. 5 rolls are usually bad. So let's see if Notre Dame can create a turnover here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is a stuff. Jones is hit and hit hard. Let's see. Notre Dame wants a 7 here. They get an 8. I don't think that's going to be the fumble. I think you need a 7 there. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A loss of a yard. So it would be 2nd and 11. First half coming to a conclusion here. Michigan State in field goal range, so 2nd down, 50-50 run pass. And it's Ray is going to go for the end zone. Ray has had success throwing the ball. He's going for the end zone. He's looking for Gene Washington. Why can't I never remember this? 8 pass defense, 7 pass offense, so it's a -1. It's a 44. I think that's going to be neutral. It's neutral. Long pass, neutral on an 8. Possible interception. Purple is a possible pick in the end zone. That's 23 yards. It would be a touchdown. Purple is an interception. That would end that. Wow, this is big. This is huge. Ray throws an interception 1 through 15. There's no adjustment for Notre Dame. It's either a touchdown or picked off in the end zone, as both receiver and defensive back go for the ball. 1 through 15, it's a pickoff. 16 or more, it's a touchdown. It is a 15. There's a struggle for the ball, and the referee signals interception. And that will end the first half of football. So Notre Dame comes back after the Blyer fumble on 2nd down and 11. Michigan State threw for the end zone. Ray looking for Gene Washington. Picked off as the defensive back collides with Washington. Simultaneously, Michigan State wanted a pass interference flag. Instead, it is a turnover, and that is the half. At the half, Notre Dame 3, Michigan State 10. What a game. What a game. A lot of fun. I love this game. I might not be playing it perfectly correct, but my God, is it fun. And again, we do have a stat package. Let me just show you. Let's just close this for a second. No, let's do that. See, I was going to keep stats, but I forgot to do it. I just started playing. I was having so much fun, I forgot it. So Ray, here's the halftime update. The scoring, as I was just writing it down quite quickly. Ray to Washington, 14 yards, touchdown, extra point, good. Washington caught it, I think it was about the 6, and he's a +8, so he broke it in. Broke the tackle and went in for the touchdown. Then Notre Dame would kick an 18-yard field goal in the second quarter. Michigan would answer that field goal with one of their own. Rocky Blyer, as you saw, fumbled, but as the half was coming to a conclusion, Ray went for the end zone, and Gene Washington, a collision in the end zone. Michigan State wanted a flag or a touchdown call, as they thought simultaneous possession, but it is ruled an interception by the officials. And this is Glory Days Football, brought to you by Anthony Crooks. Can be purchased at sidelinestrategies.com. It can be played 3 ways. Quick play, hybrid, which you go sort of quick, like drive until you get to a certain point, and then you go to play-by-play call, or you can play play-by-play. I like play-by-play. It's a lot of fun. Takes a little longer, but it's a lot of fun. So that's the first half. Michigan State 10, my chicken scratch. Notre Dame 3. I'd like to thank Christopher Slovak, Steeler fan 1933, our good friend Matt, David Selinsky, who's enjoying the game, D. Scott Howard, Dave Gardner, feel better soon, my friend, Bernard Strom, Mark Ferguson, and Arnold Hunter. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you enjoyed the stream, please hit the like button. If you want to subscribe or you have subscribed, hit the bell for notification when we go live. We'll be back tomorrow. Will it be tomorrow? Wrestling's on. Yeah, we might be back tomorrow, if not Thursday. And we'll finish the game. It's a lot of fun. And then I got to figure out the setup, how I want to do it when I stream. It's a really fun game. I highly recommend it. I was having a good time. If it wasn't 1:30 in the morning almost, I would continue to play. I'm wired. But thank you very much. Stay safe. Be smart. Greatly appreciate your time. God bless. I love you all. And peace. We will see you again very soon. Glory Days, College Football, SidelineStrategies.com. Excellent game. A lot of fun. At the half, Michigan State 10. That's the 66 Michigan State Spartans in the rematch against the 66 Notre Dame Fighting Irish 3.